Morning guys, it is day 34, currently camped at the Action Camp just outside of Acton, mile 444ish. It's alright, it's $25 a night, you get a shower included with that, they give you a towel and some shower gel and shampoo. There's a little grocery store here, but it is only very small. It's got very basic items. It's quite expensive as well. There's Wi-Fi. I've managed to get like 2 videos uploaded. It's extremely slow. Been doing it all night. And then basically where you're looking now, just where the trees are, there's a train track. So trains come through during the night and the klaxons are blaring, so it's very loud. And then just to the other side of us, we're right next to a road as well, so there's a lot of road noise. It's certainly not the best night's sleep, but it's been a nice little spot to reset, to be honest. There's a shower block over there, and it's nice and shady as well. There's some big old trees you can get your tent under. So this morning we're going to be headed to Acton, the little town itself. We're going to try and hitch down there. I need to resupply fully. I've got nothing left apart from 2 ramens. Sorry, my water's boiling, excuse me. There we go. Yeah, I've got nothing left apart from 2 ramens and a few tea bags. And that's not going to get me through an 8-day stretch that's coming up. So we're gonna go down there. Centipede's gonna go to the post office and send a few things home. And then we're gonna hitch back and carry on towards Agua Dulce. There wasn't as many hikers here as I was expecting. I think there's kind of 3 places in the area now that hikers are going to. There's the 49er Saloon in Acton. There's Serenity's Oasis in Agua Dulce, which is 10 miles up the road, and then there's here. And I think there's, from what I've heard and what I've read, there's a few little bits of, shall we say, friendly competition between these 3 spots as to who's catering to the most hikers. This one seems to have lost last night. They do actually have a nice little room inside where you can sit, you can watch TV, charge your items up, and you can even order pizza here from the pizza place in Acton. It's not all bad. Good morning everyone. Just look at these things. Huge outcrops of, I'll probably get corrected by a geologist, but I think it's conglomerate sandstone. They are massive as well. So it's about 9 AM I believe. It's already absolutely sweltering, especially when you're climbing as well, like we are at the moment. We left the campground a little while ago. Our plan today was to go to Acton town, to hitch down there, go to the post office for Centipede to send some stuff home, and then go to the grocery store for me to do a resupply. The lady who was camped next to us last night, called Condor, said that there's a shipping station in Agua Dulce. Even though there's no post office, it's like somebody's house they've opened up to hikers, called Serenity's Oasis, and you can send packages from there. And as well as the grocery store in Agua Dulce, they also have resupply options. So look at that. To save us, for want of a better word, wasting a few hours going off trail to Acton, and coming back again, we decided we would just push on to Agua Dulce and try and get done what we need to do there. So Centipede's got a new trail shoes that she's got on. I think they're not the wide ones that she really needs, but they're definitely better than the road running shoes she was wearing. If the sun continues like this, I'm going to have to put a stronger ND filter on the camera. It's just crazy. It's nice. There's a little bit of breeze just kicked up now, which is really nice. Got a very sweaty back, just to inform you all. So we're approaching, before we get into the town of Agua Dulce, we're going to be passing through Vasquez Rocks, the filming location I spoke about. Some really unique rock formations there, some cool views. So I'm kind of looking forward to walking through that. It's just after 10:30 and we're at mile, I've forgotten now. I think it said 448.6, something like that. Just come around the corner and got a pretty big view, which is just going to get a bit better around this next corner. So I'll just hang on to show you. But it's been quite a big steady climb this morning so far out of the campground. It's pretty much all been up. There is a nice little bit of breeze, but it's still just really hot and there's like literally no shade anywhere. You can see down to, I think it's Highway 14 where all the traffic is down there. I believe we actually crossed that under there's like a concrete tunnel that we go through. Looks almost teardrop shaped, similar to the other one that I walked through the other day near Cajon Pass. But this is looking down, I believe, towards Vasquez Rocks and Agua Dulce. Wow. Whoa. Jeez. That's a pretty big view. You see the trail snaking all the way down. You can just make out, or I can anyway, just make out like the tops of Vasquez Rocks sticking out. Looking forward to getting down there. This is just after mile 451 and it's the Highway 14 tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Just a little bit. Here's just crossed through the underpass, through the tunnel under Highway 14, and this is kind of the start of Vasquez Rocks. You're greeted with this big monstrosity to start with. Some really cool weathering patterns. I do apologise, be prepared for a lot of landscape and rock shots. I love it. I really want to get back to Capitol Reef in Utah because that place is absolutely stunning. If you've never been, I seriously recommend you putting it on your list. Some beautiful hikes there, and there's some absolutely stunning rock formations as well. But this one should be a pleasure to walk through. I've left Centipede back near the tunnel. She's taking a bit of a siesta. I am going to go the 3.5 miles on my own to Agua Dulce. I keep saying it like that, sorry if it's wrong. I'm going to try and go to the Serenity's Oasis place and mail her stuff back for her, because I'm carrying it, obviously. And then, if I can, get my resupply done. And then I said I would meet her at the Mexican restaurant, Maria Bonita, which apparently is very hiker friendly, does large servings and lets you charge things up. Even though we charged most of our stuff up yesterday at the campground, there's still a few bits that need doing. The little area where you charge stuff kind of closes at 8 PM and it didn't open again till 8 AM this morning, so it was difficult to get everything done in time. When you're carrying as much electronics as I am, it's almost impossible to get stuff charged up overnight if you've only got 3 outlets, three kind of like USB sockets. So, hopefully finish that off in town here in the restaurant. Quite a bit of colour down here as well, with the plants, with the flowers. One thing to note, I did buy a couple of, because I was almost completely out of food at the campground this morning before I left. I bought a Snickers bar and a couple of Cliff Bars. The Cliff Bars were 6 months out of date. I know that with stuff like that it doesn't matter a great deal, but when you're paying the price that I did for them, you kind of want them to be in date, not 6 months out of date. Maybe 1 month or a couple of weeks I could have forgiven, but I think 6 months out of date is a little cheeky, to say the least. Look at these things, look at the patterns on that rock. Oh, it's a geologist's dream down here, I tell you. I'm going to have to stop filming and get some photographs, sorry. This is such a cool place, but it's really, really hot at the same time. The scenery there, it's just, it is like being on another planet. You can see why it's been used in so many sci-fi things. Wow. Flat trail. Ooh, nice. Oh man. That was difficult. So I think the one there that's kind of quite pointy is the famous one. If you've not seen it, definitely do a little Google search for the original Star Trek episode where Kirk fights the Gorn. It probably won't appeal to 99.9% of you out there, but with it being the original series, the monster costumes are pretty good, and the Gorn is a very threatening looking creature. I think I might just have thought of my Halloween costume for work this year. I have to remember that. And you see the highway over there? Oh, it's so hot. Hopefully about 2 miles to town. I've not got a great deal of water left on me. Right, well I was wrong. This has changed since last time I was here. Last time I was here in 2019, you didn't get anywhere near this rock or this special use area, which not quite sure, maybe for film crews. There's possibly something going on today. There's this big cat bulldozer here, and then there's a lot of police in front of me as well. So maybe there is something going on. But yeah, definitely you never got anywhere near these rocks last time. It must have been rerouted at some point, which is quite interesting. So it's quite nice to get up close and personal to them. And let's see what the sheriff has to say, shall we? This is just screaming for a selfie somewhere. It's got to be done. I've got to accost someone and get them to take a picture of me. Which is quite a treat for a bit of a sci-fi geek like me. I mean, that many movies and shows I've watched that have featured this. It's quite funny being here myself. Well, that was pretty funny. 2 people who are watching are going to know exactly what I'm about to say. But I was walking down the side of the road into Agua, Dulce, into town, and I saw this white car go past and somebody looking, and I just thought, oh, it's someone, you know, looking at another PCT hiker. And then it span round, they pulled up next to me and like, are you Paul? So it's a couple originally from England, and then moved kind of this area, and now they live in Las Vegas, but they follow me, they've been following me from the start. So, hello again to Rob and Nancy. Nice to meet you guys, and thanks for stopping. That was really cool. Rob's got a hiking channel of his own. Let me try and remember. I think it's, I'm going to get in trouble now. I think it's UK Rob L Hikes. UK Rob L Hikes. And I think it's all kind of like hikes around California and Las Vegas. So go and check it out. But yeah, that was awesome to meet you guys. Thank you for stopping. So this right here, what you see in front of you, is the little desert town of Agua Dulce, or Agua Dulce. or Agua something. It's basically one long main street with a few businesses dotted around. So on this side we've got Sweetwater Farms, which says on the sign is fine grocery and spirits. There is the Mexican restaurant there where I said I would meet Centipede as well, Maria Bonita. Over the road you've got the Rustic Mercantile, which is kind of like I guess it's a coffee shop, ice cream, gifts, baked goods. Then a hardware store next to it. That looks to be more than I remember being here, actually. I remember it being kind of a little bit sparse on things, but looks like it's not bad at all. I should be able to get resupplied quite easily, hopefully, even if it might be a little pricey. But I think the first stop for me, I've got to walk right to the other end of this main street to the Trail Angel place and see if I can mail this stuff of Amelia's. If I can't, then we could be in trouble. So I don't particularly want to cart it round with me. I think it'd be another 2 or 3 days at least until we hit another post office where I could post it out. So keep your fingers crossed that I'm going to be able to mail it. Well, good evening, everyone. Well, where should we start with what's happened today? It's not been anything crazy or anything like that. Just a change of plans and a change of plans again. Basically, last night we stayed at what I call the KOA campground, the action camp, and whilst it's a decent enough place, literally on one side of you, you've got a busy road, or a relatively busy road, and on the other side of you, you've got train tracks with trains up and down throughout the night, and they all blare their horns because there's crossings near there. In addition to that, directly above your tent, there are some security lights that come on about 9 p.m. and stay on all night. So basically, when you want to get a good night's sleep, you've got 3 things working against you. You've got the road, you've got the trains, and you've got the security lights. Consequently, not many people got a decent night's sleep, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why there wasn't a great deal of people there last night. So we've come off trail slightly to the Sierra Pelona, I think it is, motel, which is just down the road. It's literally like a 5 to 7 minute drive from Agua Dulce town, and it's a little roadside motel that's apparently quite famous for being a filming location, as are a lot of things around here. So it's a real old style, kind of what I would call 60s motel, roadside motel. Very basic, rooms are quite smallish, but I mean, it's nice. So we're intending to get a decent night's sleep tonight and then set off early in the morning on this next section. And I'm also gonna take advantage and order my bear canister tonight, I think. When I shopped at REI in San Diego, I got a $30 gift card for signing up to their member scheme. So I'm gonna get myself a bear canister ordered and send that to Ridgecrest. That's where I should be, hopefully in, I'm guessing, between 2 and 3 weeks. I would send it to Tehachapi, but apparently the post office at Tehachapi is not very convenient to get to on foot. It's quite a way out of town, so Ridgecrest it is going to be. So that's where we are. it was really cool to see Vasquez rocks today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the footage from that. That's a really, really nice area, but it has been scorching hot today, and we just didn't want to be out in the heat anymore. And unfortunately, or maybe even fortunately, it is forecast to get even hotter next week. So we're heading into the most exposed and hot section on a hot week. So I think we may be changing our hiking pattern, and we're going to try and hike a bit later on a daytime, later in the afternoon, and possibly earlier in the morning as well. Try and escape some of the midday heat if we can. Anyway, that's going to be it. I'm hoping to get a few videos lined up. The internet here is incredibly slow, but hopefully I can get a few videos lined up so that you guys have got something to watch while I'm walking. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. I've got 1 tub of banana ice cream to go and eat in the room, and then a few bits to sort out, and that'll be me done for today. But yeah, I said about filming location for this. One of the things that was filmed here was an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There was quite a few other things. I think possibly an episode of Columbo. And then there's an Apple TV series being filmed here, June or July, the manager said. And just by coincidence, the manager is a really, really cool guy as well. I didn't get his name, unfortunately, but he brought us down a great big bucket of ice for Amelia's feet, and a cold can of Coke for me, and a cold bottle of water for Amelia. So yeah, real nice guy. Had a good laugh with him.